Let's see what these messages are actually trying to tell us. You can at least see them on the screen quite well. Basically, this column here for your health is showing some fairly promising dynamics, given that we have 2 court cards in here, which could represent individual people, and these people could be someone who is helping you on your health journey, so such as the person you follow, whether it's a GP, whether it's Western medicine, whether it's a spiritual indoctrination, or whether it's homeopathy or a different type of health modality. So they could be individual people who you are either learning from or going to visit or having treatments from, technically, because they're court cards. But of course, we all know that court cards have a much more expansive meaning than just being a potential person within a reading. So let's pick these 4 up and have a look. And the first one that came out was this 10 of Pentacles. This is always a card of feeling comfortable, of happy, of good karma, I was going to say, but good, solid foundations. So something about a foundation or a network or a certain time phase in life might be boding well. Now it is the 10, and you have had a couple of 10s. I think you only had the 2 in your reading, but 10s are about the ending of something. So perhaps some of you have come to the end of a cycle, a health cycle, and you are about to begin a new one. It may not have started yet. You might be still climbing the hill or learning the final information or making the final choices. And that's this next card here, which is the 7 of Cups that came in reversed. Now this card often means that there are many choices to make, and a lot of them aren't necessarily the best choice for you, and that sometimes you can be fooled or alluded into making a wrong choice. But given that the card was upside down, it tends to suggest that we are on the journey of making this choice, and that the choice we have selected will be one that is suitable for us. It may not necessarily be the best one, but I think it is the best one of a bunch that have been on offer. So again, we're getting fairly positive messages here about the moving forward. It's like as if the cycle is coming to an end and there is movement forward for you. Now health, of course, is covered off in many different perspectives or dynamics. This can be your physical health, it can be mental or emotional health or spiritual. It can also be health that is connected to past lifetimes or family DNA lineage health. And a lot of us have actually been tied into that, probably more so than we understand. But some of the examples of familial health issues that run through generations can be things like cancers, lung disorders or diseases, heart attacks, strokes, mental health disorders or diseases. So these can run through family lines, and if we have come into that family line and experienced some of these health issues, some of that can have been enlisted from previous lifetimes or from karmic situations. And if you've been following my channel or other astrological channels, they've talked a lot about this as a time of releasing karmic bonds and ties. It's the way the planets have aligned themselves, and part of that alignment is Saturn and Pluto. They're quite heavy, big planets that are bringing about a lot of change for a lot of people. So some people may feel this freeing up of long-held health issues at many different levels, and these 2 cards alone kind of give that inference. And then you've got these 2 court cards coming in. One, the King at the very end of his learning experience, and one, the Page, at the very beginning, and this kind of new energy. They could be individual people who are playing a role somehow in your journey of your health path. It could be someone who is older with wisdom, and it might be someone who is younger with new ideas and concepts. Both of these people, or the information that they provide to you, could be playing a role in the choice you make and the direction you head. They could both potentially be doctors or people who are professionals in their particular realm or field that they work in. If they're not people, then again they come to you with energies of, he has much wisdom and knowledge, and he has attributed much along his way. He is creative, he is intelligent, he is about new ideas and concepts as well, but with a wealth of information and knowledge behind them. This page is about suddenly getting the desire to instigate or propagate something new with passion and excitement. So this could also be what these cards are suggestively saying. Sometimes he talks with his sword there. He can be like a minor operation or procedure going on. I sometimes think of that when we see singular swords in the readings. So some of you may have some work done along those lines as well. But your health seems, it's not telling any major problems, at least not from the health line. If we come to the next one, we've got finances and careers. So we've come to more court cards. We couldn't escape them. So this time we have the Queen of Cups and the Page of Wands. And we have the one coins or pentacles cards, which is often about careers and money and what we do with our money and finances. So we started off with another 10, the same as we did with your health, which kind of has the feeling that there's something coming to a completion of a cycle. Now this card always suggests that there has been a great deal of knowledge or time or energy or input put into something, and oftentimes this is your career sector or your something you're passionate about, or your hobbies or your creative world. You may have felt like it's been a burden, or you've been doing all the hard work and not been receiving the accolades or the growth or the promotions or a new way forward. Oftentimes when we see him, he's like, oh, I've done this for long enough, or I've learned enough. I'm ready to walk through another door. When the Queen of Cups turns up, this could be that this partly involves a water sign person who may be involved in your choices or experiences that you are going through at this point of time. If it's not this water sign person who's associated with this career feeling and this feeling of like, oh, I've done it enough, or I've learned enough, you know, give me the promotion or give me a change of direction, or accept what I know and listen to me and understand my knowledge. If it's not that, then this is yourself showing that you have put a great deal of time and passion and love into whatever it is that you've been learning along the way. And this card also suggests the same thing. He is a craftsman, this guy here, and he is the number 8. He has also been doing his job or craft for a long time and become very skilled at it. So this is about patience, and it's the long haul when you see this 8 of Pentacles. Nothing rushes the Pentacles cards. They are the slowest of all in terms of timing. They take their time. They do things diligently. They're the earth sign energies, and it's all about doing it properly, appropriately, with due diligence, care, and perfection. And that's exactly how this craftsman works. So some of you have reached this place where you have not necessarily maintained, but you have got to this standard of wisdom or knowledge or craftsmanship or understanding. But for some of you, you're thinking it's about to move on. It needs to shift up a gear. I want it to become more than just what has been. I want it to grow. And that's where the Page of Wands then comes in. So he's at the very beginning of the Wands cycle. He's at the very end. And they came out in that order as such. Not quite. But the Page of Wands tells us that he is full of ideas, concepts, new directions, excitement, creativity. He is the guy that invents things, that produces something new, that brings concepts from thought into power, into this present timeline. So if he's around and he's making you feel as though you are ready to take the move into a new jump, you might be applying more emotional compassion or excitement into it as well. It could also be that now is a time that you could do this because you are financially capable. This guy here, these are coins he is also crafting. So there's a degree of stability around finances. So sometimes this could mean a job you have been in, or a savings plan you have been working on, or a state of your financial system is feeling okay. And this might be what's also prompting a degree of change in direction, or are looking for something more or newness. For some of you, this is about wanting a promotion or a change in career, or wanting to take maybe that management step, or to teach others as well. There's one thing here with this card, it often makes me think about the fact that the base chakra area, which is where we earn money, it's where our families and our homes are as well, that it could be blocked and it may need to be opened up, because if it's blocked, then sometimes you can find this frustration in your career sector, and that you can find that you aren't being fully satisfied, and that can create frustration and blockages, and it can actually create a bit of a feeling of annoyance in your emotions. You know, you've put a lot of emotional effort or energy into this career path, but it's not growing the way you want it to. So sometimes blocking this base area down here could suddenly juxtaposition the new ideas, the creativity, and the drive and the passion forward. So those are the messages that came in for your career. Now, if we come over here to relationships, we again got ourselves with a whole bunch of young court cards. 2 pages, the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups, as well as an ace, and then the 2 of Pentacles. This too is often about juggling. So you might be juggling something within relationships, and it could be relationships with some younger people in your life, and they could be air sign people and water sign people. It might be you have to juggle time, emotions, or energy, or feelings, situations. And I think this is happening for a lot of people globally, especially because we are in the current state of being bundled together in these isolation protocols. So sometimes you might be stuck with family members more, or with younger people for longer periods, and they have needs, and they might need your support at a deeper level as well. But I also think of this one here as juggling yourself. And whilst this is juggling finances quite often, and also this ace can be about finances, it could be that money plays a role somehow in relationships, or that juggling money may come into your life as well. But I do think that juggling your own emotional buoyancy is also part and parcel here. And this could come back to your career, because we're talking about finances, and we know that finances are often associated with career. If it's not so much about career, it might be about the burden or the expectations of your finances and how they affect your relationships in your life. Some of you may be suddenly asked to increase payments or gifting towards people. There might be people that are asking for financial support from you for one reason or another. And you might be thinking, not sure, it could be coming and going. This can also represent change of job or career, job offers coming in, pondering, do I make the change? Do I shift? Do I go somewhere? This can sometimes mean a shift of residence, or a shift of attitude, or a shift of the thought or energy one way or another, because we can see it coming up and down, in and out. Some of you, this may involve relationships one way or another, and moving around or shifting around, and you might ponder, gosh, do I take these 2 with me? If these aren't people, per se, like younger people in your life. They could be potentially people who come in. And again, they could come in very swiftly and quickly. And they could come in and connect emotionally. Sometimes this Page of Cups is like new love coming in. So new relationships that connect with you at the heart. Sometimes this might be a love relationship, as in a romantic partner, but it may also be someone whose company you just really enjoy. So there's that possibility as well. With the Page of Swords, this can be about communication within relationships and the need to communicate. And this might cause an emotionally charged situation, which could cause a little bit of up and down energy. And again, it could be tied up somehow to a financial situation within a relationship. So I have a feeling that money starts to play a role in the harmony or balance of your relationships as you move into May, and what exactly is going on with it. But trying to maintain communication and communicating openly with ideas and concepts and new ideas about how to integrate these thoughts or stuff that are happening over here might be a really good way of solving any issues or doubts or unbalance that's going on. The Ace still bodes quite well. It feels as though there's something potential that could come in and be supportive or offering, or even like a financial boost, a boost of some sort. Let's come to the last card for the reading, the Hummingbird Spirit, and I will read to you from the book what the card actually means, because the book has it well written. So I will place it down on the table. The hummingbird's wings beat so swiftly it can hover in seeming stillness as it drinks deeply from a flower. Hummingbird Spirit comes to remind you that the beauty and sweetness of life is in the eternal now, the timeless present. Here and now you are becoming the person you wish to be, to have the experience you wish to have. Focus your energy on the flower before you. That's a message in the background. I could hardly hear myself speak for the noise of one car, because we have very few cars moving around at the moment in this current lockdown. I'll reread that. Spirit comes to remind you that the beauty and sweetness of life is in the eternal now, the timeless present. Here and now you are becoming the person you wish to be, to have the experience you wish to have. Focus your energy on the flower before you, for what you desire is being provided. Yes, there are blossoms everywhere. The choices can be dazzling. Hummingbird Spirit's message is that you have no need to go about in search of something better, for all that you require and desire is before you. You will know this as you become still, feeling your connection to Spirit, who loves you unconditionally and will always provide for you. Well, that's really rather beautiful. And some of you probably live in places where hummingbirds are. We don't have them here in New Zealand, but it would be really lovely if you leave a comment if you come across a hummingbird and you see it once you've actually seen and listened to this reading. So when you have the opportunity, if you do connect with a hummingbird, really feel into the message of this card and reconnect with the energies of this reading and see what the background message and vibration is telling you. Now there's another dynamic of these cards. They have what they call a protection message as well. So I'm also going to read that out for you. It just looks at it from a different perspective. This is the protection message. Nectar is everywhere, but Hummingbird Spirit is here to remind you that flying from flower to flower and being all over the place wastes precious energy. Be still. Be here, now, in the present moment, enjoying the sweetness and sustenance available to you. Focus on one flower today, just one. Nectar is there for you, and Hummingbird Spirit's message is that wherever you put your attention, there your energy flows. Are you focused on the sweetness or on finding something better somewhere else? Always yearning and feeling that life is not enough and you are not enough. All you seek is right here, right now. Appreciate the present, and you will see that you are where you need to be and enjoying what you are entitled to enjoy in this timeless and perfect moment. So that is a beautiful way to finish. These cards that have come out so far have been really supportive, and I think we're all in such unusual times right at the moment and experiencing something we've never been through before in our generations that are alive, that these cards have come up and really offered like a beautiful respite, a message to really focus on and to be positive with. They are truly beautiful messages from the animal kingdom, most certainly. So do enjoy being in the present moment and spend the time on focusing on yourself and seeing what you do have around you without the need to necessarily go seeking for other things. But at the same time, check your moon and rising sign and see what messages are there for you. And please leave your comments. Let me know if you come across any hummingbirds or even perhaps